Hello and welcome to another showcase of the Beast Handler. This time, we're showcasing the middle path. Gonna take a deep dive into the Tier 1 microraptor, all the way up to the Tier 5 Giganotosaurus. So yeah, we're gonna go deep inside the middle path Beast Handler today, phrasing. But anyways, we're gonna do some moon landing action. We're gonna defy everything we know about history by putting dinosaurs on the moon. First things first, before I actually buy the microraptor, I just want to show you that when you don't buy upgrades, the Beast Handler can actually do some damage on its own. And it does pop quite a few balloons, obviously. Very tiny range, and not shooting very fast. But still, does some damage. And it looks like it actually pierced balloons outside the range. I don't know if you saw there, but it could poke pretty far. Let's get Microraptor now. And yeah, if you just want to take a close look at it, it only does 1 layer per shot. And struggles to round 4. Probably not too surprising though, because I bet a lot of towers struggle to round 4. Anyways, once you get more range on it, I think these middle path beasts are going to be very, very strong. Because if I remember correctly in the first video I did of this, the T-Rex and the Giganotosaurus had like massive amounts of attack radius. I'm also going to go for multiple of these because obviously, as you see right now, just 1 Microraptor is enough. I'm going to do some Micro here just to preserve some lives. Again, Micros is going to be very important, especially when you can basically retarget these things on, I would say, practically no cooldown. So let's put it back up here to try to get that green. I know it's a pretty bad map for the Microraptor, but still, not too impressed with this upgrade. Let's go ahead and get Allosaurus now, and let's see if I want to merge it or not. I mean, probably not, because the Allosaurus is doing fine right now, but I'm just going to merge it just to show ya. Now we've got 4 power, and one thing I didn't mention yet, which I'm sure a lot of you have already figured out, is that you can now target the Allosaurus within the range of all your other merged beast handlers. So now I can target it all the way back here. In case I want to snipe balloon, then I can shift it all the way back in front, just like that. So essentially, full map coverage, provided I do the micro. Let's just put it back up here, the greens, and then back down to the yellows, yeah. Can't wait for the challenges that come out of this. Obviously, it was a bad idea to merge, because now I have less reliability. So let's just go ahead and get another Microraptor that I'll probably eventually merge later, so that, again, this thing can technically have full map radius. Also, from all the commotion I've heard so far about this tower, it sounds like a lot of people are saying that merging is not as good as having a bunch of separate lower tier beast handlers. And I guess I'll go ahead and use this game as a showcase for that. So right now, I'm just going to keep this as just the 4 out of 6. And do take a look here that I can tear through lead, so we're just fine for round 28 as well. Now for the Velociraptor, I might have skimmed over this too quickly the first time around, but this actually deals more damage to stun balloons, which is good synergy because later on, remember that the T-Rex and the Giganotosaurus gains an ability that allows it to stun a bunch of crap. So I presume this also applies to like the tier 4s and 5s. Anyways, should we go for Velociraptor now? Yeah, sure. So the Allosaurus is doing 4 damage, turning lead to greens, but now this one does at least 7 layers, as you see right there. Pretty solid stuff, not gonna lie. I'm gonna need some camo, but Azili can handle it for now. By the way, we're going to Azili because of her totem. In case you guys didn't know, you actually can buff the middle path beast. In fact, they're the best synergy in terms of the, well, the buffs you can give the beast handler, because as you may have seen when I showcased it in the water video, the top hat showcase, the overclock did work on the beast handler, but it didn't seem to, well, make as sizable of a difference that I might have expected, or maybe I tested it wrong, but I don't know. I feel like buffs will work a lot better just for a raw damage tower that doesn't have any strings attached to it. Like, of all the beast handler paths, this is definitely the most simple one. It's like just a chomp attack with an ability that stuns. Nothing more to it. Now for ceramics, let's see. Velociraptor turns it to pinks. Okay, let's do some quick maths here. So 10 to rainbow, 11 to zebra, 12 to black-white, 13 damage, to be exact. I presume that's going to be enough to handle round 40, but let's take a look and see. Yeah, the big radius of the mob should be able to allow this to sneak a couple attacks in. And he shot 3 times there, and right. Micro time, guys. Let's move up here. And back over here. And back here when it is about to pop. Here. Beautiful. And then we kill up the Allosaurus, or just as Azili's QT, deal the rest. Nice use of the Beast Handler micro right there. Also, I ended up getting another Beast Handler, and it's actually better to have it at 8 power instead of the 9 that I had. Again, the reason being that I was turning ceramics into pinks, but turning it into blacks and whites is much easier because there's twice as less balloons to handle, so... yeah, let me go ahead and downgrade it back to 8 here. So we can already see right there that, again, the merging increased the damage of it. Guess we'll see soon if it does better against anything else, like attack speed, etc. So right now it looks like 2 jungle buffed Velociraptors can handle a Moab, even in this tiny radius here, so it's good to see. I think I'll go for 3 of them, just as a showcase, or that would be a good test to see. Well, again, if merging is better or not, because I can turn these 3 Velociraptors into just 1 max-powered Velociraptor, so we'll just keep going until this thing struggles. Also, all this Beast Handler talk, and we haven't even gotten to the patch notes yet, like the balance changes of all the other towers, which there are quite a few of. Guess we'll do that once we get Beast Handler Fatigue, but I'll just tell you one of them right now, because I'm gonna go for Monkey City, and I think they increased the Monkey City cash generation from 15% to 20%. So pretty cool. I probably should have put my first marketplace closer, but that's fine. With round 16 coming, I think it's also a great time to test the following. So main Moab, and I'm gonna target to see how much extra damage it does. Okay, I think it's 2. 15 per shot, as you saw before. So honestly, not that significant, because 13 and 15 is only like, what, 15%, just doing quick maths. And it looks like 3 Velociraptors can indeed handle, although again, we have the help of main Mob. I'm gonna sell it, just to see how long they can survive. 63, how are we? Do the dinosaurs have enough pierce? I'll move 1 back up here. Do I need 2? Oh, crap. I can't. Well, time to see if merging is better for this round. Just like last time, I'm gonna do no micro just to see. So, at max power, wow. Okay, it does one-shot cerams. Again, as you saw right there, so that's a minimum of, I believe, 20 damage that we're getting. And from what I'm seeing here, it's definitely chopping a lot faster. So, of course, you do get increased attack speed when merging. So I guess I'm not sure if the merging is worse theory is right to say in this context, at least for this upgrade. Let's also take a look at the damage. Let's see again. That was, I'm doing quick, I think 70 to 80, so 30 damage per shot. To mobs, at least. I'm not sure if it's just raw 30 damage, or it's actually just 30 damage to mobs, but that's still, again, pretty solid. Yeah, at least in this context, merging is better. I think if you ask me, it goes by a upgrade to upgrade basis, and also, I think I took a look there. 36 damage to be exact to Moabs. Also, for a total cost of like $15,000, the sell cost of these is like 6k, 9k total. In fact, it's even less than 15k. That's the equivalent in price to an Arcane Spike, but there's no way an Arcane Spike would be able to handle... Actually, I'm not sure. Arcane Spike is decent, but I don't think it would make it to 70s on its own, even if it had Purple Bomb power. Again, not to mention, I haven't even moved the Velociraptor outside this radius right now. Like, this is how long it's surviving with no micro needed, just for reference. Even 75er, yeah, this is a good test to see. That is indeed maybe too strong for its price. But that's just me. I guess because we have so much money, I'm just gonna do a Permaspike back here for insurance. Speaking of which, RIP Permaspike. For those who didn't see the patch notes, Permaspike got absolutely nuked. Like, clearly one of the balancers at NK had a vendetta against the Permaspike. And now it lost half its pierce. Gave it a bit more damage, but still not enough to compensate for its loss. Also, round 80, another main mob test. If I'm looking at this correctly, it's doing 47. So, it's not +2 anymore, it's now +11. I just plugged that into my calculator, and it looks like that's about a 30% damage increase. So, that's definitely more significant than the 15 to 13 for the Velociraptor for the lowest merge. And yeah, we're going to be able to handle this ZMG with ease, yeah. Into round 81, and we're still just stuck at a single tier 3 tower. Again, more like 3 tier 3 towers, but tell me another tier 3 tower, 3 of them, that can make it to 81. And not Super Monkey, that's not Super Monkey. That's right, I bet you'll have some trouble coming up with it. Anyways, okay, it looks like now it'll take 2 shots for the V-Raptor to be able to handle ceramics. Okay, it looks like now we're starting to struggle. I'm seeing fortified ceramics start to leak. Okay, I think it's T-Rex time, so we're gonna buy it. And I want a lower, what do you call it, power, because I want to show you how it is when there's, like, no merging to it. So 60 out of 64. Oh my god, this is actually worse than Velociraptor, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is more money, but it is not even close in power to the Raptor. Okay, let's get it quickly back up to 36, 32, I mean, 32. Again, because of the Permaspike nerf, I'm actually kind of scared for my life that this Peace Spike will not handle, but it's okay for now. But yeah, this is over 2 times more expensive than a maxed V-Raptor, and it still seems to me it's not very good. I didn't use the stun yet. I guess I will. It's also a very massive stun radius, as you see. It even got to the second crater. But yeah, it's kind of crazy to see. And now let's take a look at the single target damage onto ZMG. Okay, I can see why. That's like not much more than a Velociraptor. I saw 53 damage. But yeah, again, the difference there, 47 to 53 for the V-Raptor and the T-Rex. I'm pretty sure the T-Rex is shooting at a slightly slower speed. Again, the ability makes up for it in it being able to one-shot a good amount of stuff. Okay, we are still leaking, so I think that's enough. It is time for 64 out of 64, and I'll make sure to put them in random spots so it gets basically full amount coverage. And now let's see the single target. I think that's at least, yeah, it's almost 200 on 2 ZMG, so yeah. I'd say close to 100 per shot or so. And surely now can take care of the rest, right? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And again, this is what I was talking about earlier, it being able to shoot in the crater. I think the total cost right now of all beast handlers combined is $50,000 on the T-Rex, and honestly, for its price point, not worth. I'd rather have 5 max Velociraptors over 1 big T-Rex any day of the week. Let's go ahead and use another stun here. And looks like it's starting to struggle with round 95. I'm gonna use a stun to try to help out. I guess it's not helping that it's not shooting in the crater. So not really maximizing DPS. E-Spike, don't fail me, don't fail me. I'll do some Micro too, yeah. I'm just a bit paranoid. And we should be good now. Okay, cool. But that's all I need to see based on this performance. Let's go for the Giganotosaurus. And there we have it, 84 out of 132. One-shotting F-mobs. Again, what I'm going to do is because you can sell these. You only need the 4 of them to merge into a tier 5, but you can sell them for a weaker Gigano. And why not? Definitely feels much slower, so yeah. That's also 500 damage, I think. You can already feel the slow attack speed difference, so yeah. Very important to not sell those prerequisites. Go ahead and use a Chomp there, and that does at minimum 700 damage, based on it one-shotting a BFB. And here you can see it's doing 1500 damage to 2 ZMG, so that means the base damage is 750. I like numbers, so for me this is pretty fun to figure out. Let's use another stun here to try to save 98. Doesn't get everything, but if I micro it, I probably could. We're fine, look at Speed Spike. And now for round 100, I want to see how much damage the ability does, so let's use it now. That didn't seem like very much. I can't tell I was tripping, but it only seems to do like 100 damage over there. I'll try one more time. Okay, so here we go again. Yeah, 6800 to 6900. Huh. Anyways, even the weakest of Giganotosauruses can kind of beat a bad. Yeah, I need to say an 80k price point for this thing at low power is not worth it. Now let's get it back up to speed with the other tier 4s. Honestly, because of its giant chop radius right now, a better spot for it would probably be somewhere like over here, where on first, it's shooting smack dab in the crate, as you see right here. Now we just kind of hope in this spot that the other couple T-Rexes and the P-Spike can handle this amount of storms. Yeah, oh my god. That Perma Spike almost died. Okay, I think I've seen all I need to see. Let's start merging back to max. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, a max-powered Giganotosaurus, which I still have the micro because, again, maybe it's probably better just to leave it, I don't know. Yeah, maybe over here, because now that it has an actually massive radius, I can still leave it here for the first grid and then just leave it in first grid number 2. That's probably better than leaving it in the first spot where it isn't really, would call it a lot of micro for me to use it properly. You don't want to see Barney the purple dinosaur when he's angry, because he's definitely very menacing. And again, as strong as this looks, I need to remind you that with 6 other beast handlers, this is about $150,000. For that price, you can probably get a Super Mines, which I would say does better against 119 than this from what I'm seeing. But obviously, no stun ability. Hard to exactly judge the value of that. And let's, again, check out the damage. I think it's 1500, okay. So you get exactly double when you go from the lowest to the highest. And once again, one ability there. Didn't seem to add to the pop count too much. Alright, one more ability to test. So 80,000, yeah, up to 82. That's not too much. But still, enough to defeat a majority of 119. Okay, now it's time to give it some steroids. So, Ultra Boost, Homeland Defense. Let's build a temple. And here's just with the Ultra Boost, by the way. You can already tell the difference just how much faster shooting and how much more reliable it is. Because that was what the problem was before. Not being able to shoot fast enough and leaking a lot of crap. And here it is on even more steroids. I'm gonna go ahead and use a Homeland Defense. And that is one very angry dinosaur. I also completely forgot to save up the money for it, so we're just gonna stop at a Sun Temple for now. But honestly, that attack speed is probably just enough. As you see, we're having a much easier time against round 130, and we don't even need to use Homeland yet. Just the 8 stacks alone is Gucci. And again, just another friendly reminder that you cannot uplift the Beast Handler. So these are all the buffs we can give right now, minus the TSG, and minus the Elite Totem, which I'm going to use right now for extra attack speed. And we'll start Giga Boosting. And see how much damage, how quickly this will die. To me, 20,000 DPS we're looking at, and that is going to eat up around 140 with ease. Very nice stuff. Okay, now for some Sandbox testing, just to confirm some things I wasn't sure about initially. So, if you want to take a look at the damage the stun does, 550 when you just hit the 3 Beast Handlers. And when we send out a BAD, let's take a look. Yep, same damage as well, 550. And looks like with max Beast Handlers, we get up to 950 damage. And how long does the stun last exactly? Well, about 5 seconds or so based on the 4 circles timer. So yeah, one more thing I want to test was the Balloon Crush. How much extra damage are we getting per bite? 2,066. If I sold it, you'll see that it only goes up 1,550. So based on my quick calculations, that's a 33% extra damage increase when you have Stun Balloon. So make sure you have one of those, or else you'll miss out lots of damage. And that's it for the Middle Path Showcase. If there was anything else I missed, then make sure to let me know in the comments. And yeah, stay tuned for more. That's all. See you guys later.